Hello, welcome to Realtime. My name is Mavis Ofe Champon. Realtime, we try to engage our regional correspondents in the regions to tell us what is happening in the region. We believe that the stories are in the region, so we are the eye to the regions. But this morning, before I connect to the regional correspondents in the regions, I have with me in the studio Madame Beatrice Biatha, one of the founding members of the Echoes of Landfill initiative. She's going to tell us a lot about what exactly the Landfill initiative is all about. So it's a timely, provocating group art exhibition that explores the environmental, cultural, and colonial impact of plastic and textile waste in Ghana. We want to find out what exactly prompted this initiative. Thanks for joining us in the studio, Beatrice.
Thank you so much, May,
Good
for
morning.
this
Good
opportunity.
morning. What exactly is the Echoes of Landfill? What really prompted this vision?
Okay, so first of all, a slight correction is landfill, not landfill.
Okay.
And it's actually an exhibition.
Okay.
So it was actually prompted by Akosia Buckman of the Museum of Science and Technology reaching out to me because of the World Environment Day, which falls annually on the 5th of June. So basically, the museum wanted an eco exhibition that highlights the devastating state of the environment due to irresponsible disposal of discarded material, and to be more specific, in this case, it's plastic pollution. So this is what prompted this whole exhibition and has now given birth to a movement, which is actually Waste Afterlife Art Movement, Waam.
So how long has Waam been in existence?
The exhibition was inaugurated on the 5th of June, and about 2 weeks ago, I think we've bonded. We're a group of 6 eco artists, and we've decided that it can't end with just this exhibition and then we just go our ways. So therefore, I became the founder. I'm the only woman, by the way, in this group for now, with 5 men. And the beautiful thing is that I have a lot of young artists wanting to join the movement. Now, mind you, it's a movement. It's not an organization. It's not a foundation. It's just a movement. So the idea is that anybody who upcycles, repurposes, reuses discarded plastic material for any artwork should please use the hashtag Waam.
Waam.
Yes.
Okay.
So then you become automatically part of the movement, because as eco artists or artivists, we are militants, but our weapon is creativity. So we need to use creativity to critique what is wrong in the society, but it shouldn't stop there. We should also offer solutions, because it's easy to criticize. And we also admit that we are part of the problem. So we also have to be able to offer some solutions.
So this is all about finding solutions to the waste that probably the things that we throw around, which can be used to do something, right? Because I could see something around your neck that
Pencils.
has pencils in it. And I could see something around
some
your
cables
wrist.
and even a plastic rubber bag. Everything. This is the idea.
Okay.
There is a part that government plays, policies, going after people, fines. But the issue here is the mindset.
Okay.
You see, we need, as artists, to change the attitudes. Because back in the day, I don't think Ghana was as dirty as it is now. Why? Because maybe, there were few of us, so population plays a role. And then maybe the education, that is where it's lacking. So we as eco artists, we're actually educators. And in fact, I'll take this opportunity to please propose to GTV, Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, if you could please partner with us so that every time we have this kind of interventions, you throw some light on it, because the idea is to reach to especially children. We're very lucky, because this exhibition, which was free of charge, has attracted a lot of children, students, intellectuals. We've had groups of PhD students coming. We've had a lot of, school buses. So it's very encouraging. I believe I won't be wrong if I say this has been probably one of the most exciting exhibitions in recent years at the Museum of Science and Technology.
Just
so
about, I think, I
big
think
shout out.
about last month, right? 5th June.
Yes, it started on 5th June, but it actually ends in 2 days' time, Saturday, 5th July. So please,
Okay, so it's still,
please,
it's still there.
ongoing.
Okay.
There are 2 days. Please, you have still an opportunity to see this amazing. It's brilliant. It's very colorful. It looks like fun, but that's the strategy.
What do you have around your neck? It's fun.
Well, I wore it for you to see that
Okay.
you can repurpose, reimagine absolutely everything and anything.
Because there's a pencil.
Yeah, this
What
is
about
cable.
the-
This
these
is
are
cable. Yeah, I
cables.
had some
Okay.
electricians working at home, and there were, these cables lying around, and I'm like, because I'm an artist, I see art in everything. I think that's where education comes
Okay.
in. We need to teach children from an early age to see everything as a
Around them.
possibility to make something useful or something beautiful out of it.
So how do you intend collaborating with the artists,
Sure.
as in policymakers, to help us solve these environmental challenges? Because it's a huge thing. Looking
Yes.
at everywhere, I
Absolutely.
would say everywhere is dirty.
Bad.
So how do
Bad.
how do you?
So as artists, our role is to propagate. We are here for the propaganda.
Okay.
Okay, we propagate. How do we propagate? Music, film, sculpture, poetry, fashion, all of this must be very intentional. You get me? We need to, we've understood, all of us, that there is a problem. So our weapon is our creativity. What is good is that, especially probably with this government, where we actually have people in government who are creatives themselves. In our case, our Honorable Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture herself, Honorable Ablaji Fagoma, she herself is a creative. So it's good. Now when there are conversations, when policies are being drawn, they invite us to the table because they understand that we are important. We are part of the machinery that will turn things around. The same thing, art is everywhere. The same thing, use art to propagate, let's say, religion, right? That's how religion was spread. It was through imagery.
So we are still using art to propagate
Artists
the
used
ecosystem, everything.
Everything. Art must be used everywhere. And we are eco-artists. What it means is that we actually upcycle what everybody thinks is quote-unquote trash. In fact, we don't even use that word anymore. We use discarded waste material.
What is the way for, what is the future for this movement?
The future for this movement is that we have to go to schools. We have to spread the word. It has to be, we want to quote unquote contaminate everybody. It should be worse than coronavirus. You understand? We need to go everywhere. People should see us. Our art is very attractive. It's beautiful. So it catches the eye. When you come closer, then you see what we've actually used. We've used what you've discarded. There is a big problem with us having become comfortable living next to rubbish. That is a big problem. When the flood seasons, people actually step out and with their buckets, they just throw their refuse onto the streets, and then the rain washes it and it clogs the gutters and it pollutes the beaches and it affects tourism. It's unsightly, it's ugly. We can't live next to ugliness and be so comfortable. It brings diseases.
There must be a change.
There must be a change. And the change must start in the head. We must change our attitude.
Exactly.
So I've used this opportunity to beg religious leaders, traditional leaders, the same way you impose bans, for example, on noise making. Why don't you also impose certain bans in your communities or galvanize people to go once a week or whatever, once a month, and clean up the area? Cleanliness is next to godliness in every religion.
So how can the public support this movement finally?
Finally, first and foremost, I want to say that this initiative or this exhibition, we did reach out to a lot of companies, and unfortunately, apart from Mini Plus, nobody supported us. I'm hoping that, having seen me here with you today, I'm hoping that when we have our subsequent interventions, that people will support us. And mind you, supporting is not only cash. In kind also, if you give us your spaces, if you
Like
give
you
us
are giving your
thank you
space.
so much. If you give us airtime, if you give us I don't know, chairs for our art talks, if you provide us with drinks, you know, refreshments when we are having our art talks, if you help us transport our art, anything you can do to support us, we're very grateful people, you know, and we will support you back. We'll give you all the due credit. And so I think that people need to understand that the society can't move forward without you know, a complete reimagination of how we need to dispose of
Whatever we dispose of is very important.
It has an afterlife.
It can
has
be
an
used.
afterlife.
It
It
can
has,
be.
yes.
When are we ending the exhibition? Say
Please,
it again, so
the
that
exhibition
everybody
ends
will get
on
to
the
know.
5th of July, which is 2 days away. Tomorrow's a holiday. I have negotiated with Kosia Bachman. I've begged her so that tomorrow you can still have access to the space, and on Saturday. So please don't miss this opportunity to see great art. It's not just beautiful, it's meaningful, it's impactful, and join Waam, join the movement.
Join the movement, join Waam, so that all that we think they are not good or we can dispose of can be used into something else that will
Yes.
help all of us. So the echoes of the landfill, which is part of the Waam initiative, the movement, is part of the Museum Institute's vision to use culture and science to raise awareness on pressing ecological issues. So I've been talking to Madame Beatrice Biafra, who is the founding member of Waam. So let's all join Waam to at least keep our environments clean. You're still watching Real Time. Come your way quickly after this break. Do stay.